Fitzy and Wippa.
I'll tell you what, Wednesday night, it's a big one. The 8-card Turf War event, which is at the ICC. Now, you can get this yourself, $50 at stan.com.au/event, but it is Sonny Bill Williams versus Barry Hall, and Barry Hall joins us now!
Big bad Baz.
Good morning. How are we, gentlemen?
Good to have you in here, buddy.
Thank you.
We've also brought a man in with you. He's a good mate of ours, who's been helping you through this journey as well. It's the magnificent Danny Green. How are you, Danny?
Good morning, boys. How are you, lads? Good to be here.
Danny, congratulations firstly on your hairstyle. I mean, it's always that slick look at the front, but the mullet at the back is just...
It's amazing.
I had to cut it. I haven't had a haircut for a year. I had to cut it because we've got to do a bit of... I'm doing the commentary on Wednesday night.
Mate,
so I had
it's
to...
beautiful.
Hey, Danny, do you get excited still? You're not boxing anymore, but when you're helping Baz out here and promoting the fight, do you still get excited leading up to a fight like this?
Mate, I was watching this fellow do pads last night with Angelo, my old trainer, who's
Yep.
Barry's trainer,
Yep.
helping Barry. And it makes me very excited because I can see the nerves and I can tell this bloke here is popping. He's on. It's pretty impressive when you see a bloke 6'3", who's, not a spring chicken, but he's physically, looks like a 25-year-old and will be stronger, fitter and harder than every 25-year-old I've ever known.
Mm-hmm.
When you see the bloke throwing down and the speed, the accuracy, the skill, the precision of a big man that can box, and to see him popping out of his skin, there's a term we use, peaking.
Yep.
Barry's peaking right now. He's physically cannot get any better condition than he's in right now. And he's going to hold that for a couple of days. He'll hold it till Wednesday night. It's very impressive to see. It makes me very excited.
Baz, let's talk about your fitness level, because when you used to run around and chase the pigskin on the paddock, as Ryan James did, when you did that kind of work, right, for your fitness, how does that compare to the training and the fitness required for boxing?
Look, it's totally different. Obviously, running fitness and, doing agility work on the ground, getting up, jumping for footies and all those sorts of things is totally different to boxing, but the mentality is the same.
Yep.
You got to push through those hard
as you can.
Those hard points. So I've got that edge there, and I know Sonny's probably done the same thing, so, that's no secret. But, yeah, just the mental stuff is there's ups and downs. You have a bad sparring session or you're not feeling so great one day, and it's just a rocky road. It's an up and down road, and mentally it's quite challenging. Footy, you had some mates to rely on.
Yes.
So if you're having a bad day, the other bloke next to you takes up a bit of slack.
Yep.
With this, you can't. So it's a real mental challenge, but I've got through it quite well.
Let's talk about the turf war, because everyone's been talking about this fight for so long. AFL versus NRL, / rugby union that's going on here. You two don't really trash talk that much because you're humble men. You're both humble men, Baz. But he has come out recently, Sonny Bill. He's called you arrogant. He said that you're very, very arrogant, like he's going to walk through me like Paul Gallen and then walk off into the sunshine. He reckons you're doing this just for money, and that's it. So when you hear stuff like that, Baz, does that spur you even more? Does that fire you up?
Yeah, look, at the start of this process, it certainly wasn't personal, but it's starting to get personal now. And, he said that I'm jealous of him and all these sorts of things, which, is pretty insulting. I'm a grown man with a beautiful family. I'm jealous of no one. I've got everything I absolutely need. So, but today's press conference is going to be interesting. There's going to be a few barbs. I want to look in his eyes and see what he's got to say to me face to face. But it's going to be interesting.
Do you what? It's supporters. You got AFL supporters behind you, Baz. Are they pumping you up, or because this is it? Whoever wins this fight, basically, this is the turf war. It's the code war.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's an important thing. I know there's always been arguments about rugby league and union and AFL and all those sorts of things. This is important for a lot of reasons. Obviously, me personally, I've got to win the fight, first and foremost, but there's a lot of bragging rights to be had in pubs, I reckon.
What's the song you're coming out to, Baz? Because I remember Danny was you were Land Down Under. Always Land Down Under. Was that always your song, Danny, or anything else?
When I fought the Olympic Games in Darling Harbour, that was the song I came out to, and I had it my whole pro career.
Your whole career.
What have you got, Baz?
What are you coming out to, Baz?
It's a secret. We'll surprise you, but it's going to be pretty special. It's a big one. It's going to be live.
Hey,
well, actually, Baz has done wrap up of the week on here, which was hopefully it's not that bad.
Don't play that. For God's sake, that's a disaster.
That's the most demotivating thing I've ever heard.
Baz, does your mind go beyond the fight? Like, do you plan and think, okay, well, I've had a win. What happens now?
Not really. Obviously results speak volumes, and I plan to have 3 fights this year.
Yep.
That's the plan.
Wow, you're going all out, Baz, because I thought this might have been your last, but, Paul Gallen's still putting his hand up to fight you again as well, and Sonny Bill.
Yeah, obviously it's result-based, and,
Yes.
but I plan to have 3 fights, everything going well, and it will. So yeah, I'm in this. I'm hoping by the end of the year that
All right, so it goes
I can
well.
sail off into the sunset.
Goes well Wednesday night. Who's next?
Whoever wants it, I've got a score to settle with someone else. But we're not going to mention names here. I've got a pretty formidable opponent in front of me.
Okay.
Love that.
Oh, look at this. Look at
Wants
look
it,
at the
who
photo.
wants it?
Oh my
Not
god.
me.
Tell you what though,
Yeah.
both these blokes it's pretty extraordinary to have two blokes that have such high profiles that have been such successful, phenomenal athletes in two massive codes in this country, and both are legitimate fighters now squaring off against each other. It's pretty bloody exciting, but I don't know how it's. I mean, I know what Barry's done. I know how he's prepared. I don't see this fight going to the scorecards. I really don't. And these both are big, strong, powerful men. But I know how much Barry wants to win this fight. I just can't see it going to scorecards.
It's streaming live and exclusive on Stan Event, but you don't need to be a Stan customer. New customers can sign up to Stan free trial, and you can purchase Turf War and the Stan Event for $50 at stan.com.au/event. Baz, good luck, mate, and thank you very much for coming.
Thanks for your time, gentlemen.
No worries. See you,
Thanks,
boys.
Baz. Thanks, Danny.
Fitzy and Wippa.